this is Divine Sunshine coming to you with your Divine Masculine Energy read. Let's look and see very quickly what's going on. I said, let me come on down here because I don't know what tomorrow is going to lead. I've been doing a lot of running around. Clear. Today has been one of those lovely days. Okay, we're going with the flow on this one. So we're just understanding that. Okay, message for the Divine Masculine. He said, I'm addicted to the way I feel when I'm thinking about you. Oh, ain't that cute? He says, a long, tight hug from you would be perfect right now. Oh, snookums. You could get that anytime. And when I look into your eyes, I know I have found the mirror of my soul. Oh, okay. So right now, the Divine Masculine is doing a lot of thinking about you. Right now, what he's going through with these tower moments, or it's really with the karmic situation, third-party situation, it's been rough. Some of them I think it's work-related well, too, and some of them are workaholics. This here has been working. It's been a rough week, so he really wants to be nurtured by the Divine Feminine. And he says, when I look into your eyes, I know I have found the mirror of my own soul. So right now, the Divine Masculine is coming to an understanding that you are his equal or his other half, or you really have, like they say, soulmates, twin flame. You are the one. You're special, like none other. Okay, let's look and see what's going on with the masculine energies themselves. Okay, I'll do this one. That's the wrong one. What's going on with you, Divine Masculine? Wow. Okay, and that's interesting. I'm addicted to the way I feel when I'm thinking about you, which is helping him think about wedding and making a serious commitment. A long, tight hug from you would be perfect right now. And what landed underneath that is giant conflict. We said that. And then when I look into your eyes, I know I have found the mirror of my soul. And we have, again, like I said, doing a lot of thinking. So, Eros. Cupid, love, sexual desire. That's interesting. They fell like right underneath each other. When I did this, I'm not doing the other view. Now this time you probably say, oh, I want to see the view. I was looking at it and I said, oh my God, I could have put them a little bit much neater. But see, when you all are not here, I don't need to put them all needy. I just throw them down. So let's get some clarifiers for that. Oh, all right. For serious commitment, we got differentiating. Some of them are in marriages and whatever, not like that, and they're really coming to the point of understanding to differentiate between what is good and what is not. That's what they just came to be. Giant conflicts. Right now, these giant conflicts that they experience right now is helping them to become more structured. Okay? And then love, sexual desire. What's going on with that? Clarify for me, please. Okay. He's becoming more consciously aware of this is what he wants. And hierarchical structure, which means to me is understanding there's levels to it. Hierarchy. Really to me in some ways standing in his authority too, as far as that one. But like what is like to be, they bring it to be also, and this might not be even pertaining to that. It's like a listing of priorities. Like, is it on your list of priorities now? Because before it was like down as an option, you know. So now, because that I got to clarify. Let me put this up here so you can see here these notifications that lets me know I'm on. Okay, as well. So understanding that again too is like again the order of importance. That's what they brought to me. For me, that's what it means. Let me put a disclaimer also before I get even more deeper into what these readings here, because some of you all might be new to the channel. Please understand that I am an intuitive reader. I do not read the cards like everybody else does. I do whatever source tells me as it gives me the messages of it. So if it's like the Pentacles or King of Swords or whatever like that, and I might not read it clear in that same format. So please keep that in mind as well. Okay. What's happening in the 3D for the Divine Masculine? So I just want to make sure I put that disclaimer there. And I forgot to say my new little thing. So you're welcome to. Also, those of you all that's new, make sure that you subscribe, click, and share when you feel that you are so moved to do so. This is the divine masculine central, where you get the 411 about what is going on with your divine masculine. This, as a reader, I pretty much pride myself on, or and really am very proud that I am one that I try to handle the what's going on with the divine masculine with the most situations with most integrity, and I do not try to downgrade the divine masculine as much as possible. And if things come out like that, that puts him in a light that is not one that somebody might deem as favorable. That is only because in the cards, that's what's being read is the energy at that time. But that is not something that I would say that I am a person who stands by that or is an advocate of tearing down the divine masculine energies like that. So I'm just letting you know. So divine masculines, you are welcome. Energies, all of us understand we house that, so that does not mean that that's just for a person who is a human male or in the male body. That means that's for you too as well, divine feminines. Okay, so I said I really was almost going to change this to the negative polarities, because that is the ones that house the divine masculine. That could be any of us, because we both have negative and positive polarities as well. So that's what I wanted to kind of really start using that. So when we're talking about the negative polarity that we all have here, we have here is the now with the divine masculine energies. I'll swap back and forth. So for those of you all that's new to this adventure, we don't call it, for me, I'm stop calling it. And you know, on my channel, I always find new ways, inventive ways to call it different. Like divine unisouls is another way of saying twin flames, because we house the same whole soul as well. So I'll flip back and forth with that as well. I got to go back into that verbiage, because we're creating a new earth, a new age is coming in as well. And just for us new ones that are coming, newbies that are coming in, we want to keep you in the mindset of something of understanding exactly what this twin flame adventure is about. It's not a journey. Journey is always subconsciously planting something hard with you, and I don't want to subconsciously plant that. It is an adventure. It's life, the twin flame life. You could even say it that way, because you know, lifestyles are the richest famous, or twin flame lifestyle. So we can say that, but I'm going to try my best not to use journey anymore, because I don't want to subconsciously, subliminally implant that in you as well. So on this channel, I'll try to be very conscious of the verbiage that I use too. So you got the Ace of Pentacles as well. So right now, the divine masculine energies really wants the divine feminine. Like I said, when I see this, it's like this is the last face I want to see at the end of the day. He's in that mode that he really wants to move into the energies and the role of being the one who protects. To me, it's like this. It's like she's sleeping. I still got my eye out looking for anybody. I'm really, and he's also kind of soaking in the moment too, but he's also saying, I'm watching, I'm looking at the same time. It's also this energy tie that's binding them really with that understanding that the heart chakra, the I got to turn around to me because it look like different colors. Heart chakra, the root, and the sacral. All of these being tied into your heart chakra, understanding that the desires there are resonated there, and then also the divine masculine knows that's really his role is to be in the heart. We also understand that the root, what things are we rooted in as far as our concepts, our ideologies, our family, even ties of what things we're rooted into can be in the root. And then we also understand the sacral, understanding how we are able to connect with others and understand how we're able to manifest things. So these three things are here. And this is what the divine masculine in the 3D, that means right here in earthly things, wants this stuff to start to happen with him and the divine feminine's energies. Okay, let's see. I did say the heart of the matter. How is this showing up? Clear. Like in his energies, what's going on? Thank you. Make it clear, make it plain. He feels like he's in a self-imposed prison. We got here the nine of wands. Whatever it is, wands is action. So he really wants to end a cycle. Okay. He looks like to be saying, I'm here and everybody outside is free. They about their work. They're doing X, Y, and Z. And right now I am praying that I could be able to have this freedom. This is what I'm seeing, although I'm in this self-imposed prison here. What is the heart of the matter? Divine Master, what is the heart of the matter? Yes, I'm doing this because I got to get to the source. Clear. You're like, I don't like them things. Okay. Make it clear. Make it clear. Make it plain. Thank you. I see it right here. So the Divine Masculine is feeling very playful. He wants this natural swing to life where it's a natural exchange of actions. The Divine Feminine swings. We swing together. Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine energies. Again, wants to recapture this romance. Want to get into this inner youthfulness. Right now, things around him is very heavy. That was already when he said, I want a hug. So he really is feeling right now that the energies are extremely heavy. Probably some of them wish they could go back to being a child right now. You hear some people say, it was so rough. I wish I could go climb right back into my mother's room. Because it's rough out here. And now you see why the old folks tell you, why you in such a hurry to grow up? Take your time, young man. Mama used to say, live your life. Live your life. Okay. So he wants to have this playfulness. It looks like if he gets into a more lighter energy, he's going to be able to get some answers, understand why. Maybe even that playfulness, he'll be able to understand in that rhythm of that activity and that exercises with you, or even his divine feminine energies within himself. He'll get some answers to things. He'll be able to build a new platform. Like, yes, I want this. I love how her and I interact with each other. I love how we play with each other. I want more of that. So that will be his platform. That'll be something that he would want to be able to build upon. Very good. All right. So next thing, I was drawn to this one because I forgot to do that. So what is it? What other kind of messages? So about that, I see the heart of the matter. So what's going on with that? Clear. Woo, this is a lot. Okay, I said make it clear, make it plain. Okay. See. He says, I'm lost in my head and that ain't good. So he's doing a lot of thinking. We're going to get to the thinking next. The universe takes care of babies and fools too. Right now, at this point, like here, he really feels like he's like an infant, not being able to make moves by himself. He has to be taken care of. That could be some of that codependency energies as well. But understanding that like babies, there's an innocence there, and it's not really innocent. Something. He know what he doing. And that's what you all think. But at the same time, it's like I don't know. Babies don't know. Fools to me, I don't know. Or he feels also that in these situations he felt like he is a fool for believing in this person that he thought really was the soulmate and found out they wasn't. He's like, I should have known better. It's a fool of how I treated my divine feminine 3D. I'm a fool because like I said, I got myself into this situation. So really understanding that, again, that God takes care of babies and fools too. There's a newness there. I'm just going through the motions. Okay. This is how he feels again. That's why he said I need a hug. And understanding again too right here. Yeah, he just going through the motions. He said, I want you bad. Yeah, well, you said that earlier when you said you wanted the hug. So we know that. I say, I'm listening, but he's like, I hear all this stuff about us trying to say for the divine masculine to get out of here, but it's like you don't, he's not getting my divine masculine, but you just don't know. You don't know what's happening behind the scenes. It's just not that easy like that. It's some other things that you just don't know what's going on. And some of them, they say, my money is funny, so funny. Or my money is funny, so is my honey. So some of them, they got these money issues too as well. So that's causing for that to cause issues for him to not really, he wants this love, he's into it. He's got to be conscious and he's got to watch that structuring. Let's look and see as far as in his mind, what's going on with the mind. Clear. Make it clear, make it plain. Thank you. Okie dokie. All right then. So emotionally, in his thinking, he's really thinking as if, is that down here? Let me look here. I want to see what this book says. Queen of Earth. A heiress, opulence, magnificence, carnality. This is what I'm picking up. Yeah, I just want to make sure and just see what that thing is. Okay. So really, to me, emotionally, and when I look at this, they say carnality is really becoming Queen of Earth. It really is understanding to be able to be in that energy. Really, he feels like he's thinking like he's using, some of them are using their body, the carnality, into it. They got their back against the wall, and some of them, that's the only thing that they're resorting to, is to doing that. I see this hunt at this jungle, this hat on there, like people you wear down under in Australia, you know, Crocodile Dundee. And really, to me, it's like almost feeling hunted again, back across against the wall. And looks like the signs are on the wall too as well, you know. Like I say, it's the writing's on the wall. As well as that, it's signs as well. So I don't know if that looks like it's almost like a piece, like they're doing a mudra, kind of like wording. It almost looks kind of Buddhist to me a little bit when I look at it, because I think it's some way, again, to me, he wants this piece. And to me, when I look at it, it's like it's on the writing, it's on the wall about what's actually going on in the situation that he's in with that one. So that's what I'm picking up with that. This queen, very earthly, really, with that one. Let's go into the energies. Clear. What's the shadow aspect of him? What's the shadow aspect? This is by default. God, the divine masculine wants, he's in the energies that he wants revenge. Okay, wait a second. What is this about? Hold on, Jim Shoe. Because I got some theories, but I ain't too sure. I ain't about to go there. Talk off the top of my head. Clear. What's going on? Talk to me, divine masculine. Divine masculine has a sudden wealth, so he's gotten a download. But why the shadow of you being wanting revenge? Looks like to be something about it. I still pick up on this thing is that, okay, I'm gonna finish with this. He's got a sudden download and understanding that us is the divine counterpart, is truly the lovers is written in stone. He's want peace about that. There's a balance about that. We've got this privileged lady here. Okay, privileged lady here, which is causing him. Privileged lady to me is the karmic situation. Okay, overdoing it some kind of way, whatever it is. Thank you. That this karmic did it to me is like you saying, you know what, you done took it too far. She's doing too much out in the public. She's doing too much out there for others as well. And she's got this overactive crown chakra. She probably thinking, doing a lot of stuff. And it's causing him to really, to me, I'm feeling like this moment is catalyzing or catapulting him in wanting to take the adventure. He's got journey here with the adventure. So he's starting to say, I think I'm going to have to pack my bags. Now, he ain't got on there yet. He's thinking about it. Okay, so this is really serious. He said, but I got the bags packed and I'm right there at the station. So this is a little bit more further than I was before. He still got how he wants the divine feminine and the masculine together, because he feels now that this divine feminine has been waiting and she is expecting him to make his way towards her. She's been looking at the window of her soul for a while. She's been looking at things and houses and things about how she could be able to settle down and how she really can create this home that she's at. To me, that's almost like home away from home. This is nice, but this ain't home. This, whatever situation I'm in, is not it. I posted on my Facebook, and I think even the community tab. Home is not a place; it's a person. So she's like, okay, I'm here, like I'm waiting at the hotel, the Hyatt or Hilton. This is nice, but now I want to go home. Okay, so she's waiting, and he feels that, and so he wants this revenge because it's something I feel that the divine Karmic has went too far on something, or it could just be a karmic period. I remember, and I seen somebody had posted, and it's like, you're the first channel that I seen them saying using divine karmics. And again, I'm just, for you all that's new to my channel, yes, I do refer to the karmics as divine karmics, because we have to remember that some of us have taken on the roles as divine counterparts to help on our other ones that are in other unions with other divine, that will come there to help them to make that connection into their own union. So in order to help them with their connections, some of us divine feminines or divine masculines step up and say, okay, I'll play the role. That's going to help me to be much stronger, and that's going to help the other people be more stronger, and we're going to work on those weaknesses together. And then out of that, you should be ready, good and ready to go to join up with your true divine counterpart. So yes, that's why I refer to them divine karmics, because there are some that are out there and they have their own divine counterpart, but they signed up to help, okay, with their higher self. And they say, I'll do it. And so they come in there and they play the role with every kind of way that they tell them, that they say they scripted out. Okay, I need you to be a bitch. Okay, all right then. And you say this is going to help you to elevate and send to the next level? Yes, because I like hard towers. I like people to talk to me rough. Like Tina Turner, I like it rough. Not easy. And we rolling, rolling down, rolling on a river. So now that starts the adventure. So she didn't did too much. I seen on another one, I think it was Virgo Tarot. Let me pull the next card because I want to. That one. She was talking about that some of them on hers, I forgot what that video was. They said that the karmic went and cheated on somebody else and had bought some kind of sexual disease. And or it could be vice versa. And that's what caused, and it's like you went too far. Clear. Either somebody embarrassed, I'm picking up something I'm channeling. Some of them, they embarrassed them. Somebody said too much on the Facebook, something that they didn't want them to know. This is some of the scenarios. And they let them know, let other people know about the business. And they say, I told you I ain't comfortable with that. Because that reminded me of Married at First Sight. It was one guy. And he's like, I don't really like being up here on this show like this. And we all saying, what the heck you sign up for? If you know that this show is called a reality show and the camera's going to follow you all the time. His name was Brandon. And it's like, okay, what's the point on that? So my thing is, it's something that he's like, I didn't like it in the first place. I know he don't like all that fanfare that this karmic is putting on, this divine karmic is putting on, and it's too much. It's something he told her he didn't want her to put on, because I'm picking up several things. It would get back to you, Or number two is like I've been saying on here for the longest, start planning your exit strategies. And some of them, the Divine Masters has been picking up on that. And it's like now you're digging us much deeper because now you're lying to them as if we're this, this Brady bunch, or if we're the great happy family like the Huxtables or whatever like that. And we're not. And I told you to cut that stuff out. So this is what I'm picking up too as well. Is that, or it could be what Virgo Tarot says. Whatever it is too much. And he's like, now you get me deeper. And I said, I don't want to keep on digging my heels much deeper into this relationship. The Divine Masculine sees this connection as this. Now, this is interesting. He's in his heart chakra. They're sitting in the driver's seat. The driver's seat is a love. So it's almost like Aretha Franklin said, we're going right on the freeway of a love. So he really wants, and you can't stop that. So he wants to be able to sit really comfortable in his heart chakra, had like residency, which again, like I've said on this channel before, that the Divine Masculine, his place is at the seat of the soul. That is where, and the seat of the soul resonates in the heart. The Divine Feminine is the one who reigns the mind, because we always say the Divine Feminine energies is the one who is the leader. Leader is always been taught to be that in leadership, the head rules the body. So in order for you to do that and tell what direction that it actually goes, that is what you have to do as well. And so April here gave us a beautiful thing about talking about how it is in the relationships of understanding how the Divine Masculine's role is to protect the Divine Feminine so she can be able to feel free to go out there and to do her mission. And do whatever things that she has to do. So this is what it is. He feels like he still wants to be nurtured. Again, holding on to her, understanding her role as far as what it is in this relationship too. And it's interesting, it's equal footing. Both of them got their foot down as well. And they looking at each other. And they're like, we're both going to drive this. So he has his purpose of how he's going to do it in the heart. And she has her purpose of how she's going to be able to do it to keep them in the driver's seat and keep this love thing go, as far as them in the love going down the freeway of love together. Okay. That's about how he feels about the connection. Let me look very quickly into what's going on with the karmics. Didn't I bring that out? Okay, what's the situation? Okay, yeah. Here we go. Okay. Karmic situation. Now, that's how you feel about the connection. I should have did this beforehand, but that's all right. Because I was kind of free-flowing with the energy. So it's like, well, how you feel about this connection? So that's what he wants. He's want to stay in his heart for what's happening actually in this karmic situation. Clear. Hold on a second. Make it plain. Make it clear. Ooh. Woo. Okay, so somebody want to go study. Somebody said this looks like the Akashic record. So something about what's happening in the past is playing a very major role about what's going on. I remember also watching that on somebody else's video, and they was talking about like the karma, and how some of them that, right now what they're doing is playing out what karma ties they have, karma things that they have to play out, because while they're in those karmic situations, and they're getting some hard lessons. Some of them is because of family ties too as well. We know we're getting into the period where we're talking about family as well, and that's going to be brought up, especially with what's going on energy-wise from June 21st all the way to July. While we're in this retrograde too, the family stuff is coming out. I know it's like looking like, woe is me. But yeah, so in doing that, that's going to help him to study more, understanding about the past and how that's playing a part with how he is, whether it's Akashic records or the past period. That's going to help him with this. What jumps off of here is this globe here. Understanding that in his foundation is really going to start turning into being black and white. It ain't no gray areas about that. Also understanding with this is how he is really defensive, but he's being karmically, or is hiding his emotions. He's got overendowment on, but again, he's being defensive about some things here. So he's got to really let that go, and then really be able to adapt, especially with the energies that's coming on, where he's got to adapt and really receive new ideologies about something. So somebody, he's still on the defensive. The divine masculine in his karmic situation, again, like I said, he's still tied to this karmic. He's probably still going out and about. He's still masking whatever it is he's socially thing, because some of them, they kind of like releasing some of this social there's still social distancing, but you're able to go out a little bit more now, because they kind of like, everybody's going through the different phases with this COVID of now kind of returning back the cities back to their natural way of doing things. He's out there, he's seeing the divine feminine. She looked like she enjoying herself. She's out there being vulnerable. She's nurturing herself, nurturing the world, seeing how she could be able to do in her mission here as well. And divine master looking at her said, dang, man, I told you already I miss a hug from her. And I already told her, said, dad, this is conflict. I won't really serious commit with her, but, I'm over here with her. So at the same time, understanding that he's really feeling into the energies. What was the last one he was talking about? Love, sexual desires when it comes to the divine feminine. But he's got to, divine masculine, in this conversation, you gotta let this go. Now she seems like she's trying to be vulnerable as well. She's got her breast revealed. She's got all this extra confidence. Look and see how she's mimicking, and she's always the same as the divine feminine here. And he's with her, and he's like, no, he looked like to be, he just yearning to be with her. I'm yearning to be with her. And he's like, I got hers. So this goes back to, like I said again, this is why the divine masculine in this early here is getting a little agitated. Like, no, I'm trying to get away from you, and you posted stuff on this Facebook. Whatever it is, this divine masculine is pissed as hell about she's doing that. And this might be the straw that breaks the camel's back, because again, that's that giant conflict. I told you not to do that. And some kind of way, whatever it is she posted, seems like he's scared that it might get back to the divine feminine. And he's like, nah, it looks like I'm daggone being a hypocrite, because I'm saying in one minute I'm sending energies over here, I want out of this, and I'm telling divine feminine through energies I want to be with her, and then here you go do this, and now this looks like I want to stay right here in this situation. So I feel him very strong. This divine master is very upset about it. Whatever it is that she posted or did is making it seem like he's more committed into the relationship than what it is. I guess people say, well, that don't surprise me none. Well, that's what I'm feeling here. The divine karmic is still using her feminine pussy power. Well, she's using this. It's draining the divine masculine. I've told you all, divine masculine, if you're watching this to see if this is you and your energy, I've told you before to stop messing with the divine karmics, because again, you swapping energies with them. Well, number one, they're getting to the point that they are draining you. They're being like energies vampires, and plus you just don't want to keep on swarming with their energies as well. And so this kind of keeps her. See, she's getting stronger, you getting weaker. This is kind of, she's feeding off of that energy. You've got to get to the point, divine masculines, where you're telling her, I heard something say, enough is enough. That is true. Hey, the unana might be good to you, or the cootie cat, or the cootie, or whatever it is like that. But at the point, this is at the point that, is it worth you? She's sucking out this look like you suck your soul out. Is it worth that point? And the answer is no. It's not worth that. That you at the point that he looks like he can't even move on his own. So whatever it is, she's using that as a form of keeping you right where you are, not being able, bedridden, not being able, immobilizing you, not being able to move. The karmic situation is that again, divine masculine, you spying on the divine feminine. It's better you spying on the divine feminine, seeing her getting herself cleaning up. She's getting her energies together. She's taking that spiritual bath, getting her chakras together, her Reiki, doing all kinds of things to clean herself up inside and out, so within, so without. And you spying on her. Anytime I see glass here again, so the divine masculines, some of you all are looking on Facebook, Some of y'all passing by the house, anything that's got glass that the divine feminine lives in, you've been looking. I'm saying anything that's got glass, you've been looking at that ass. So anything that's like anything that's like that, and want to tap that ass. So anything that's been doing that, you've been doing a lot of stuff. So maybe if your masculine knows about you, got YouTube, maybe even looking at that, just to be seeing what you doing and what you up to. Okay, you look like you ain't even paying attention to that. You trying to make sure that you dried off well and you got all those dirty spots there. You look kind of agitated a little bit, like, you know, some of y'all say, I know you watching me. This ain't making no sense. I guess I've been watching you, watching me sometimes. Why is it so cold in your house? It's something like that. Your house. Something like that. It's a song. Who came out with that? You drink too much wine. Do, 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 do. Something like that. Okay. All right then. Karmically, let me hit this since I touched my hand on this one. And then we're going to go into what is it. So karmically, where is, now let's talk about source. Let's get some solutions here. Where does source want this divine masculine that I'm picking up today? Where is he pushing him up as far as in this karmic situation? Then we're going to talk about the changes and whatever. Let's lift the vibration. That's enough of being up in that energy. That's enough. Clear. So in this karmic situation, where do you want the divine masculine to be? Make it plain, make it clear. Thank you. Okie dokie. Got 3 things. No, got 4. Jesus Christ. 10 of Cups. Ten of Cups. Now I'm going to go by the traditional. I'm kind of going back. It's in the cycle when it comes to love. All this fan and stuff, spirit saying it's over with. It's over with. That's enough here. Things is falling apart. Here, I'm looking at the face here. And instead of you fanning the flames to be in fall, start fanning the flames for your desire. Because right now, he looks like, to me, like he's cold. It's like he don't have no heat to it. Right now, it's becoming cold. So you need to kind of end that cycle and start back over again. Start like Brian McKnight, start back at 1. Again, things are falling apart. I keep on looking at this leaf here as well. Yeah, all that fanning stuff. 4 of Wands, there need to be some actions taken here. To me, again, I see a sunset. It's time for the sun. It has set it on this situation. Things, again, they go that black and white about the things that going to the records and looking at this to find out what's actually happening in your past. Because, again, it wants you to understand this is a balance. 4 of Wands. Again, we see that for the twin flames. So there's actions that's got to take with your emotions, which will be water, in your fire, which will be actions, in your air, in your conflict, in your earth being grounded in the 3D, what's happening now. They want to understand you the conductor of your symphony. It's an unfinished symphony. And it's time for you to start conducting it. Okay? Stop playing with like this man playing this sad song on the violin. Most of the time when you say violins, most of the time they saying that sad song. Ain't nobody want to hear that. Notice ain't nobody out there because don't nobody want to hear it. Okay? Let's get that together there. Divine Masters. 6 of Coins here. When it comes to your money here, what you said was already funny here. Again, you're going to have to go again here in as karmically. You're going to have to do some surgery on yourself. Like, we'll get rid of those things that don't serve. And get rid of those things that's toxic, tumorous when it comes to money as well. And it looked like it said you might need to get you some help. Look for some support. I know Divine Masters, sometimes that's a little hard for somebody else because like they say, you need to shine a light on it. You need to shine a real big light on these things that have really been stopping you from being able to being prosperous. And also there's 3 of Coins here. Notice here again, this is you all stored karmically. The divine source say want to draw your attention to it and how this has got to stop. The divine masculine has been in his own world. She's been spending a lot of lonely evenings at the dinner table by herself, being in this marriage by herself, this karmic situation. It might have started off one way. People maybe were celebrating what's going on. This is how it was at the beginning. Maybe she was a beautiful bride, but to me, she looked like she had some intentions here. She came in with some intentions as well. Baby, everybody was celebrating. Oh, you married. You know, I was married now. You know how everybody do that stuff. I was married now. I'm Mrs. Johnson now. You know, and all that extra stuff. And then, lo and behold, a year later, barely, they bring it to me 6. It might be 3. 3 months later, we done moved to this. I'm at the dinner table by myself, having my veil on with the bouquet, and he off to work, sitting at the desk, talking about he wishing he ain't have to go home. You know, this ain't home here. So this is the energy that they wanted to start looking at. Look at what you have now turned into in this karmic situation. If there is a serious commitment, or if there is, and I see here, and it's got a boat back here, and this came up the other time. It keeps telling you, Spirit keeps on telling you that this ship has sailed, and we know what that means. If you are not understanding by colloquialisms, that means that it's over. Whatever it was has now left port. Okay, so that's it. What things need to change? Where's my I see them. Okay, what life changes does a source want this divine masculine for the divine masculine? Understand it's got to happen now. This is the things that's going to happen now. See, they say this got to change. Clear. I drink too much wine. It's too much drinking in their stuff. I've been watching you, watching me sometimes. Why is it so cold in your heart? Yeah. Somebody drinking. They keep on bring me back to that thing. Some alcohol, some drinking in there as well. Probably trying to numb themselves, but it might be drinking on both ends. They might be numbing themselves, or that's a common link with each other that they like to drink in here. New exercise program. How are you exercising your rights? How are you exercising your authority? How are you exercising your mind, your peace of mind? Exercise. Exercise means putting forth effort. You got to change your program on this, because again, this is affecting your sacral, which is how you are connecting with others, how you have a relationship with others. That's got to be transformed. Also, these downloads, you got to start receiving it. This purple is not as dark as I would like. Once you start opening yourself and do some crown chakra activities down, divine masculines and divine, those who are in feminine bodies, they also have divine masculine energies as well. You need to do that too. Get into that crown so you can start being able to see and feel and get the new message as far as what's the program that you need to be instituting. Okay? Very strongly about that. What is it you need to surrender? What are they having you surrender? So you got to get a new way of doing things. Exercising your willpower. Exercising something. That's got to change. For the divine masculine. Clear. What does he need to surrender, source? What does he need to surrender? Surrender to divine timing. Okay. So while you're working on that exercise, I guess everybody say, oh, Lord. You know, again, sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough or according to your ego, be patient and trust the inner universal flow. I guess we say, I'm be darned. Not that divine timing. They, you know, some of them view that, you know, that when you have that divine masculine, just talking to you real talk, when they see that divine feminines think that, you know, you pretty much not moving, that means you just kind of just like, okay, and you're not putting forth into action. You know that when something means that you are surrendering to divine timing, that's the same thing like patience. You're still working, you're still finding this new exercise program, you're coming to the realization about what's going on actually in your relationship with the karmic situation, a third party, and you're finding ways in which to also do this surgery on your prosperity or your abundance, because you got to shed the big light on it and get you support and help. You also understand that you're trying to find ways how to end or to conduct your own symphony, because you got some unfinished symphonies out there, and you're trying to find a way how you can conduct this and stop playing the swan song, the woe is me, as well. Okay, so you start fanning the flame about this phony stuff and let stuff become cold as well, so stuff can fall away. Okay, that is what you're working on in the meantime while divine timing is at play. Okay, what do they want to say about your destiny right now at this time? Clear. Source, what do you want to say about their destiny? Make it plain, make it clear. Thank you. Make it plain, make it clear. Thank you. All right. You got two things. Right now, your destiny is freedom, like the bird flying high, becoming higher. And also, your destiny is fulfillment, the peach. Ooh, that could go so many ways, divine masculine. The peach. Well, you know, you could call your divine counterpart, your divine feminine, a peach. You could say her peach is her boutte. Her peach could be also that. Fulfillment as well, and so various ways that you can play with the divine feminine. So this is the peach again. So you got to get past that illusion and start using your intuition and awareness and understanding that you deserve. Prosperity is your birthright. I like that. Okay, how is this also playing out? We're at the end. Oh yeah, 45. Let's stop. And what is it? I like that destiny, but I like playing around with these cards too. Let me see. How's this looking out? How's this looking for your divine masculine? I like these little quirky cards here. Because I like that. Destiny is it. That is your destiny. Take this card on out. Well, I'm going to leave this here because these cards is interesting. These some clear little quirky little numbers here. Do, 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 do. Woo, okay, this ain't belonging here. Oh, right. Okay, you did this last time. Okay, so really the divine masculine really in his energies is really wanting this is one some movement. He wants the divine feminine to really become vulnerable and to take off her persona as well. This is what he's kind of feeling that she is, and just really become vulnerable. Some kind of way he's looking at that too. With her. Yeah, the 5 of Wands. Yeah, it's got to be some action. What is 5 of Wands? Slow moving action. Because slow moving action because he's feeling. Also, this goes two ways. I get a fork of the road. So he's really in his emotions. He needs to unveil that to himself. His thinking say it's time. Let's get vulnerable. You know. And say, let's get loud, let's get loud. So he's saying that. Also for the divine in the emotions here is like the truth here. Again, once you get vulnerable again, understand that is your truth. Smack dab right there in the middle of it. It's stuck in the middle with you. We want this coming together. This represents the one of the spade of swords here. Let me see where they have this because these got some interesting. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. Do 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 do. Let's get loud. Do 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 do. We got it down. Okay, they say okay to make an immediate decision about affairs. It's like that's what I say. It's like now, right here. It's like smack that, like choom, like somebody throw a knife to get somebody's attention. Immediate decision regarding affairs of the heart. Profound emotions which carry some risk. Okay. So that's what we saying right there. And then what you got? 5 of Wands. Let's see what it says here. I'm in agreement with that. Obstacles overcome. Dispute for futile reasons. Okay, yeah, obstacles overcome, and how he's going to overcome those obstacles again is to me is get in his emotions, get unreal, take off that persona, take those things that no longer serve, identify, and he's got to really instinct and say it's time. These emotions here, you got to stop putting on this other stuff, and let's get real. All right, then we're gonna stop right there. If there's anything else they had not, it's just gonna be left on the table, and we let Source reveal that on a later time. All right, then. Also, we are going to have something special. Jupiter 1111, myself, April Williams, and Kathy D on Sunday. Please stay tuned for more details to know specifically what's going to be. We're going to got a new portal coming in June 21st, and we want to be able to help and heal you and clear you so you can be ready for the eclipses and what's going on next as far as with the twin flames, and we'll discuss that on Sunday. Please make sure that you check in if you like the way I did my readings. I also have Insta readings where you can get it downloaded right there on the Instantgo, the divineunisoul's11.co. You pick the scenario, you pick the situation, you pick the solution, and that's $7 for the situation and $4 for the solution, and that's $11 altogether, or you could just pick one without the other. That's cheap, so you can get a reading from me as low as $4. All right, there. So go to divineunisoul's11.co. As always, oh, and one more thing. I'm from the islands now. Okay, so don't forget Friday we had the sandbox. We're going to continue our conversation with surfing manifestation, surfing into manifestation. That's 5:30 Eastern time, 5:30 Central time, 6:30 Eastern time. And for a conversation, we usually talk about the conversation that we did on the last playground, or we might even talk about different other subjects that you come up with, and we'll answer your questions as well. So it's always a good time there for you to join us in the sandbox. All right, it's always, and I'm going to go get some rest. As always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, namago. Love you.